And now, it's time for Real Facts with Flesh.
Hello, and welcome. Welcome to For Real Facts with Flesh. How's everybody doing out there this evening, morning, afternoon, depending upon what part of the day it is, wherever you're watching this video. Listen, we're just going to jump right into some things today. We're just going to, I had a co-worker of mine today ask me a question about the brain and, how things were working and, a couple little, telling me that the brain was the main part of the body that does the thinking and the reacting and stuff. And, I had some fun little tidbits for him today. And, did you know that is not true? That the brain is not the main transmitter. It has been proven that our hearts are the main transmitter. And it led me to realize, some things about where I'm at in my life right now. And I hope to be touching a few other people out there as well that may have walked some miles in, some shoes such as mine. But when we finally, your heart has been driving you to do things, okay, I believe that there's things that stopped you from making the total wrong decisions, that, your heart really is what the drive is all down deep inside. That feeling that you get when, you have to just keep driving on, you keep driving on, that feeling like, like when you were a child. When I was a kid and I had that football in my hand and I would run down that football field and I'd be looking for guys to hit me. I would be looking for them to hit me. My father always told me if you gave 110% right at the point of impact, you would never get hurt. And you know what? I don't believe I ever broke a bone playing football. But so the moral of what I'm trying to say here is that, the heart has been driving us, okay? I've been realizing a lot of facts about our minds and our angers because for me, that has been a big issue with me. Just wanting to do things my way, and when I couldn't get what I wanted, it just made me, get angry because I knew I was filled with potentials. But like I mentioned in an email to a friend that I've met that has been helping me out a lot in my life, that is probably about the time things started going wrong, if you will, in my life. As a kid, if you think about it, when you're a kid, that heart's pumping, your brain is just reacting to what your heart is pushing out to. If you're a child, you just go get it. My son is proving that to me over and over every single day of our lives right now. How they, until they learn certain things or are taught certain things, they are go-getters. They don't take no's for an answer. So I'm starting to realize some things about myself and a few other like-minded people out here. I've done some interesting facts. I've read the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. I listen to some very, very good motivational speakers right now. Andy Henriquez, Les Brown, a few others. Sorry if, I don't have notes. So what I'm saying is, we just drive. And there's been times where I've got my mind right and I had my vision set. You get your plan together and you work it. But something happens and you fall short. And the next thing you're like, oh man, I'm not going to do that again. You know what I mean? That's too embarrassing. They're all going to laugh at me. You know what? They're always going to make fun of you and they're always going to laugh at you. I heard a nice little tidbit, a fun fact for you, that 80% of the people don't even care about your problems. So don't even tell people about your problems because 20% want to watch you go through the problems because they can't get over that hump that we are causing for ourselves, okay? I can honestly say in my 38 years right now that I will die trying chasing this dream of that kid that was in my heart. I'm going to live like a kid until the day that I die. I'm going to do better at trying to be at being humble and living for God and more like how I am supposed to be walking as a man. Okay, but it doesn't mean not to be yourself. That's one thing that I have learned, and that's what I'm talking about, the heart. That heart is the main transmitter in this whole message. You know, it feels it, it goes. There's magnetic fields around us. Okay, these are just little tidbits that I'm going to drop to you the best that I know how to. Okay, because I grew up on self-education. You know, I grew up on experiences, putting myself in different crowds and different situations. I'm learning that all the things that I was complaining about are all the things that are going to help me in my future. That's what's taking me to my next step right now. That's what's making me be a different person. That's what's giving me the, whatever you want to call it, I call it living, to talk to you right in front of in front of the camera, face to face, because like I say, this whole deal about life, I don't know what it means to you right now, but right now it means something to me. I have children out there, and you know who you are. I love each and every one of you, and that's another reason that I'm doing these videos this way. You know me as I am right now. I have nothing but messages of good wisdom and hope and my life of experiences and what I believe that will help. And I can only speak from my experiences right now. It's what's made me change the way that I was living. I'm not doing everything that I am supposed to or that I have on my goal list and things of that nature just yet. But I know one thing. I have the faith that I need, and I believe in myself now. I know it is in the mind. Everything negative that you're hearing, you're going to hit these things. It's when we're uncomfortable that we're stretching. Hey, don't care what the people say. Remember, happy feet. Hey, that is an awesome, awesome movie. I cannot tell you. It's probably the most informational wisdom type cartoon I've ever seen in my life. I believe that you can do it. You can do it. Okay, we are overcoming all kinds of obstacles in our life, and that's what it's going to take to get to the next step. You have to think it, you have to know it's going to happen, and you have to believe it's going to happen. Like I said, I didn't take notes, but there's a few things that I like to just say to people. I want to say what's up to the small circle that I have. The ones that are doing the videos out there, I watch you doing the videos. I'm learning all of this as I go. All of it as I go. I'm singing these songs to the people. I'm giving people these fun little facts as we go. We are doing this thing. Whatever the next step is, let's get it done. And then we can correct it to the next level. Okay? So don't believe them no more, man. You've been through enough trauma in your life, enough heartaches. Haven't you seen enough frowns? Haven't you seen enough people dying around us, all heartache and pain and stuff, not living what they're living? I can vouch for that. That is what has been hurting me for so long, along with not being doing the proper responsibilities as a father should have by having children at a young age. A big shout out goes to my parents, because when they were young, they had me as a teenager, and you know one thing they did? They held their family together, and I thank you for that, But it's my dream and it's my vision to have all of my living family members back in my backyard before the day we go, and that's going to be very soon, to have this get together that is in my mind and in my dreams. I'm not afraid to tell you people that. You are watching this in progress. Like Alan Jackson said, just be patient. I am a work in progress. So I just want to let the kids know that I love them very much. Brittany, I think that is very awesome for you to like that comment, and I see that you're listening out there. And I want you guys to know that your comments help me. Subscribe to this channel. Help us grow. You're an everyday person. We are everyday people. I am here to represent to you guys that everywhere that I've grown up, crossed paths with or went anywhere near around anything that I've done. If you're listening to this message, it's for a reason, I'm telling you. Don't give up on yourself. Life is too short. This is the only one you got right now until we get to that other side. Why not leave a mark? Why not die trying to do better than what you have ever done before in your life? Why not live up to what you have always thought that you were living up to of your own expectations? There's some of you out there that know what I'm talking about. You're hurting inside because you ain't danced in about 10, 15 years. That's me. That's me. I know. That's how I can tell you these things. So, life is very important today, You know, I mean, think about it. Health, getting yourself back together, being real about what you're talking about, writing your goals down instead of just talking about them. I look forward to my next 15 years, taking this boy all the way through Boys Club, doing the best I can to read up on Peyton Manning's and his father and how he raised his kid, and people of good value that have just done awesome things to this world. From Andrew Carnegie all the way on up to Andy Henriquez. You know what I mean? So, like I say, guys, this has been a blessing, and to each and every one of you, I just want to let you know you can make a difference. We do make a difference. We have thought so many times otherwise that we have not made a difference, and we do make a difference. Those visions you see in your head with those pictures, with the funny costumes, or that story, that book you wanted to write, that weight you wanted to lose, he ain't lying. We ain't lying. You just got to think it and do it, and do it. What's the next move? That's what we're doing here. I ain't know nothing about no computers 6 months ago. You can ask my wife. I don't know anything. You can ask anybody that knows me. My neighbor will tell you. He said, you remember, he told me just today, he said, remember what you said? You didn't want no computer in your life. Well, I'm here to tell you there's a shift going on in this world. And if you ain't getting hip with some facts that are coming next week, you see what I mean? Next week, we're going to have some more fun facts that I think that you would be very interested in hearing about. Because it's time to shape up, guys. I don't care what age you are out there. You better take advantage of what this country and what opportunities and resources that we have to take a hold of right now. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I'm doing the best that I can. I'm learning things. I get upset. I try to do too much. We got to take it one step at a time. But there's a big shift coming on in these next few years of our lives, and we'll just keep it at that. You better trust God, and the rest will follow. So act goofy, do what you want. Come back next Thursday to get some For Real Facts with Flesh. God bless you all. Subscribe to the channel if you like, and don't forget to tell a friend. Put a smile on somebody's face now. Don't forget, you hear?
Da 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 da